8 years ago, a brand new production of The Nutcracker was created specifically for Grand Rapids Ballet by choreographer Val Canaparoli and designers Eugene Lee and Chris Van Allsburg, who is a Grand Rapids native. This one, I think, is just on a grander scale. It is a true storybook on the stage, immersive, kids fall in love with it, adults fall in love with it. It is just a wonderful family-friendly event that has become a tradition for so many families here in Grand Rapids. We get so excited every year around this time. It's our favorite thing to do around the holidays.
The Nutcracker is like a Christmas tradition, so naturally as a dancer it goes along with all those feelings of Christmas and the holidays.
To bring it back every year is just a tradition that is ingrained in us, it's in our blood. The Nutcracker is something that we have done basically our whole lives as dancers.
I started doing the Nutcracker in my youth, obviously, during training. That's always a big part of your year is the Nutcracker. I started a little bit later with my ballet training, so not until about 15 was I training full-time in ballet. I was in Nashville for 10 years doing the Nutcracker, and then this is my 5th season with the Grand Rapids Ballet doing the Nutcracker.
So my first experience with Nutcracker was actually with the New York City Ballet. I was extremely fortunate to experience that amongst all these amazing dancers, and like growing up and doing the party scene as a little kid and seeing all these adults doing ballet, it really inspired me to continue and to pursue that career. I went on to do many different ballet schools productions, whether it was Boston Ballet or San Francisco Ballet's Nutcracker. My first professional experience with the Nutcracker was with Minnesota Ballet, and I danced there for 2 years before joining here at 22, and I've been here for 8 seasons, so danced the Nutcracker 8 years now.
The living room scene has a beautiful ceiling that flies out and the walls separate. The transformation into the battle scene has lots of moving lights and projections too. So it is like a true Broadway show up there. To be a dancer on the stage is exciting, to be a performer in the wings watching it, and to be an audience member is just, it's wonderful. And to have the symphony playing too, live for every show in the pit. It's just a fantastic collaboration of so many arts.
I do love the Sugar Plum Fairy. It's just so elegant and so feminine. Kind of, I think, what every little girl dreams of when they want to be a ballerina. I do enjoy doing the Arabian dance, something a little more saucy. And I've always enjoyed doing the party scene. I like that kind of interacting on stage, the acting, the getting the audience excited about the Nutcracker.
Favorite role would have to be definitely Cavalier. I get to dance it with this one as my Sugar Plum Fairy, and it's just very, exhilarating.
We dance together a majority of the time, actually, which is nice. You kind of create a bond with the person you're working with.
Alex and I have done countless guestings together and are very comfortable. It's really nice to just continue to work with the same person. You feel like you develop a real relationship there.
It's a wonderful holiday tradition. It's very magical. I think the whole family can enjoy it. And it's a great first introduction to the arts, to ballet. And we hope we'll see you there.
Attention all Lego lovers, we have a spot you need to get to in GR. You guys just opened. We've got Nathan Peterson. He's half of the husband and wife team, Bricks and Minifigs.
That's correct.
So tell us what this place is all about.
So this place is all about really just everything Lego. We love Legos. We've been Lego fans for as long as we've been together. This is just everything you want to have with Lego. That's what this place is about.
Yeah, and so we're going to start here because this is stuff that you can't necessarily find other places. This is unique. Let's talk about what's in these glass cases. Minifigs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for those who don't know.
For those who don't know, Minifigs is the Lego equivalent of kind of the miniature or the play tool that you have with things that you have. So yeah, what we have here is what's really unique about what we can do is we can source minifigs that no longer you can find in boxes or sets or anywhere else, and we can actually put them in the case and say, hey, you can just get the one piece that you're missing maybe for that set you're trying to complete, or if you have a favorite character and you're like, hey, I don't want to go and buy a whole set with that character, you can say, I just want that character, and you can come and get him here.
Go get your Darth Vader so he can
Your Darth
hang out
Vader.
in your Harry Potter world if you'd like.
Exactly,
Right?
yep, 100%.
Okay, and you guys also have the stuff, we'll talk about the stuff behind us here. You buy sets.
That's correct.
And then you can resell these used sets. Like these are things that you can't really find new anymore.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is kind of a part of our kind of good, better, best options, and absolutely there will be people who are like, hey, I built this set, I love building, but I don't have any room for this in my house, right? So what am I supposed to do with it? They can come in, they can trade it to us, we will give them a fair price for that, and then we will put it out for somebody else who wants to play with it to say, hey, it's here, and you can just buy it right off the shelf as it is.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of the times they're completed, fully completed. Some of the times they're missing, one or two minifigs or things like that. But again, it just allows us to get a better price point.
Well, and then you guys can sub in pieces too. You'll have
100%.
pieces to make it complete. Some of these have boxes, instructions, all of the things still.
Absolutely, yep. So like our boxes up here, these are all certified sets. So we've gone through and made sure all the bags are there. So you have the same kind of building experience if you open the box brand new, and you can kind of go through the whole instruction piece. So if you're really excited about that, we have that as well.
Yeah, and some of these are older. Like I want to just put this one out here.
Yeah.
The United Nations. I love these little guys, but these are go back.
Yeah, they do go back. So this one I think is about 6 years old, and yeah, you're totally right. Like you cannot get it in a store anymore. There's no way to find it unless you can find it like on eBay or somewhere else. But we get this stuff kind of in, and we can kind of put it to the community and say, hey, you can come and look at it. You can examine it, make sure there's nothing broken, nothing missing. If there is, we tried our best to substitute them. But yeah, you can see it physically and kind of have that tactile, like, oh yeah, it's right here, I can touch it, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah, and see it, check it out, wonderful. And this is just a fraction of what you guys do.
100%.
We've got our other Lego lover from the Morning Mix, Todd Chance, is with us to talk about, he's actually playing with Legos right now. We're gonna meet your other half
Yes.
and talk more about the things you do.
Awesome.
It's really all about getting your hands on here. When it comes to Legos, minifigs, it's all about this, right? Julia, talk about what people can do when they're here.
Yeah, so we have a couple places where you can just spend hours looking through parts and pieces. This is our minifig maker, and you can build yourself a custom minifig. You're gonna choose a hair or hat, a head, a torso, legs or a skirt, and then also an accessory. And kids love to just come and dig through, and adults too. Let's
Yeah,
not
well,
pretend.
the grown-ups out. And you
That's
said
right.
legs and tails.
Yep, or a mermaid tail. We
made a
got some of
mermaid.
those as well.
There she is.
So that's one of our first hands-on places, and we welcome anyone to come and spend as long as they like, just kind of digging around.
And that's pretty organized. This is a step-by-step, but right over across the way,
Yep.
you've got just freestyle.
Yep, we call them our bulk tables, and you can dig through and find from the smallest part to the largest part anything you're looking for. You can buy it by the tub or by the bag, and again, we have people come in and spend hours just digging through and looking for what they can find, looking for what treasures are in those tables.
What a great place to spend a birthday party, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you had kids who are into Legos, and you've got a room set aside for that.
We do. We have a birthday party room. We do 90-minute birthday parties, and we have a racetrack where you can build a Lego car and then race it down the track. We have free build time, and every birthday participant gets to build a minifig, and the birthday kid gets two to take home. And so it's a really great place just to come and play and have fun.
A really great place to play and have fun. There's your tagline.
There we go.
Right? That's bricks and minifigs in a
That's right.
nutshell. Plus, you can find stuff if you're. I have a friend named Brendan whose entire basement is dedicated to Legos. Okay, so he's got pretty much everything out there. But if you can't find something, you have some hard to find retired sets.
That's right. So right behind us is our retired wall, and we're going to have sets that you cannot find anywhere else. They're not going to be on regular shelves. For example, right now we have a Lord of the Rings collection that is new in box, beautiful, pristine condition. So we'll consistently get in new things. That's part of the fun of bricks and minifigs too. You never know what you're going to find when you come in store. So you might find a used set you've never seen. You might find a retired new in box set that you've never seen.
Yeah, we're talking Lord of the Rings, right? Hobbit, Harry
Yep.
Potter is in
Yep.
here, Star Wars
That's
is in
right.
here. I mean, you've got
Yep. All those themes.
Yeah, even Minecraft, Ninjago. I mean, if your kids are into those things, Lego has what they need as well. And of course, you can get it right here at Bricks and Minifigs.
Yep, that's right.
So one more thing, I noticed in the back, you have kind of like an art gallery. What is that?
Yeah, we are big about community. So we love seeing what other people are building. And so we have a whole area that's for display right now. The West Michigan Lego User Group is on display. And eventually they're going to take their items with them, probably around in January. We're going to have 3 glass cases. Anyone can bring in a build that's 32 by 32 or smaller, and we'll put it in a locked case. And then if you have bigger builds you want to be in display for a while, then we'll put those out on the tables as well. So we would love to feature what other Lego builders are making in West Michigan.
Yeah.
And so come and let us know what you have, bring it in store, and we'd love to feature it.
Yeah, we have some pretty amazing builds back there. So whether you're 4 or 104, as
That's right.
they say, right? From the kids all the way up to us grown-up kids, Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for everything Lego.
What's somebody else not doing, I guess, you know? And it was an idea drawn up on a napkin by the owner, Spencer Raymond. He wrote it out. He's like, nobody's doing waffles, and we think of waffles like a vessel for other foods. It was a long 2021 in our industry. We had the pandemic and layoffs, and I was included with that layoff group, and I saw an ad for a restaurant that wanted to sell waffles, and I thought it was crazy at first. I was just kind of dumbfounded by the fact that somebody wanted to sell waffles, cocktails, and coffee at the beginning, and I thought it was kind of a scam at first. By my second interview, I was like, this is a real thing, and you know, I can buy into this. It's more than, you know, just waffles, cocktails, and coffee. To say it was easy, I would be lying. It was a rough road. We dealt with a lot of the things that many restaurants did. You know, it wasn't an easy time to open a restaurant. We had everything from the pandemic when we opened to labor shortages and everything in between. But overall, the reception's what's really kept the drive going. It's what's kept me going. It's why I'm in this industry. We have something for everyone. If it's not the food, it's the decor. So our customers, anywhere from a high school group of girls and guys that want to check out waffles because they love waffles too, to, you know, somebody retired in their 60s. Even if it's just a cup of coffee, we want to make it an elevated cup of coffee. It's not just your standard cup. Our coffee is sourced from Great Lakes Coffee out of Detroit, Michigan. They do a white labeling of our beans for us, and we kind of have our own blend that they make just for us that we can sell off to our customers as well. We did worked with some great bartenders across the state and across the country. It brought us to familiar favorites that have a nice spin on them. So like, we have a White Russian, but it's not like what the dude would drink necessarily. It's something that it's served in a snifter and there's no ice to it, and it uses cold brew coffee and not Kahlua. It uses heavy cream on top and has a little bit of nutmeg to it. We have everything from sweet to savory options. We've got blueberry waffles to Elvis waffles with peanut butter and bananas, and we've got a waffle with ramen in it and a soft cooked egg on top even. The savory waffle is going to look just like a sweet waffle, but that flavor on the inside is going to be totally different. Our Teen Spirit is a dish crafted off of Kurt Cobain's favorite food, which was mac and cheese. Teen Spirit being a take on the song Smells Like Teen Spirit. It's a waffle with our 4-cheese mac and cheese on top, and it's got a nice cheese blend in the waffle as well. So we actually put cheese on the inside of that waffle, so you're just getting a big blast of it the whole time, but that has by far been our #1 seller since day one. That vibe is out there and weird, you know. It says it right on the wall behind me here. Let's get weird, you know, and we take that to heart. We started off as, you know, like a fast casual style restaurant in our plan, and as we're building this out, we evolved into what we are today, and you know, we're you know, a sit-down restaurant, you know, with an eclectic feel, but you know, you can come in from any walk of life and still feel welcome. The other part of our mission statement is to come as you are. You know, we want something that was an elevated feel on the inside that drew in anybody from any walk of life, but at the same time, we didn't want somebody to feel like they couldn't step into our restaurant based on being too fancy at the same time.